Congress shall make no law respecting the establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press or the right of the people to freely assemble and petition the government for a redress of their grievances. It's the First Amendment. It's all that matters.
Welcome to a special edition of the Rick Castellano Show, Halloween edition. A little bubbly. Diet ginger ale. Thank you, great granny. I'd like to say it's your birthday, but it's not. I have a few special guests. Boy, I'm getting ahead of myself. Scrumptious. First, Nancy Pelosi? Who else? The Vice President Biden? Did I ask you? And last but not least, Harry Reid. Folks, who knows who's going to drop in? So, welcome to a special Halloween edition of the Rick Castellano Show. Stay tuned for plenty of action and plenty of Diet Ginger Ale. We're already $14.5 trillion in debt with the president's new jobs bill. Some people say you're going to lose your shirt. I'll say you'll lose your arms and legs. It's just another stimulus package. Now, Castellano exclusive. Castellano alert. Excuse me again. I know I already did this, but I'm going to do it again. We see Eric Holder on TV. Early this morning, we found two Iranian diplomats that were going to blow up buildings in the United States and go to kill the Saudi Arabian ambassador of their country. We stopped it. Their plan was to, since Mexico was easy to come into the United States, they were going to go into Mexico and then smuggle the bomb-making materials over the Mexican border along with the assassins. Not Mexicans. Assassins from where? Foreign countries. From where? Iran. They were going to hire members of the drug cartel and give them explosives and weapons to kill the Saudi Arabia ambassador. Where? Were they going to kill somebody in Mexico? No. United States. Part of their plan? If there's innocent people that's not the Saudi Arabian ambassador, so be it. And that was their plan. Take a lot of people down. Anyway, we don't need a fence. We don't need to protect our borders. Remember, in any other country, they catch you sneaking into their country. They're not going to say, oh, well, your kids are innocent, or they could go to school free, or, oh, well, you know, he's undocumented. No, they throw you in jail. You know what? Well, am I saying that all illegal aliens should be thrown in jail? No, I'm just telling you. I'm giving you a comparison. In any country in the whole world, if you're there illegally, there's consequences. You're going to be prosecuted, beaten, thrown in jail in most countries. And the United States doesn't want to do this now. Up thus far, oh, you know, it's the American dream, whatever. Now, our country's safety is at the mercy of these stupid liberal agendas. I'm not saying that Castellano should throw the book and beat people to death and anything like that. I'm just saying this. We got to secure our border. Why? Because the terrorists know they can come over it and they can sneak in and destroy us. So, are we securing our border because of Popito that wants to come over and work in the farms? No. We're securing our border because every country in the world does, and we have laws. We're a nation of laws. So now, no more look the other way because they're out to kill us. We got people that want to destroy this country, and where are they going to come? From our porous borders, southern borders. It just said it. And anyways, savoir-faire said they were planning to come there. Well, Mr. Savoir-faire, if you would have secured the borders, mind you, do I believe in everything Bush wanted to do? No. But Bush had money for a fence. At least it was a start. When Barack Obama came into office, let's spend the money on some stupid pork barrel project. We're not going to build a fence anymore because size. Look at all these votes I could get. I'll act like I'm friends with all the Latino people. There's more votes for me. Well, folks, that's all great. Plenty, tremendous amount of Latino people that fought for this country, defended it, and am I speaking out against them? No. But every nation needs to have borders and rules to follow. Should rules be changed? Yes. But you have to start someplace. So anyways, you don't just start with a catastrophe. You have rules in line. So, what do we got to do? We got to make this country more safe, secure our borders, and then have some time of, if you want to call it a DREAM Act, whatever you want to do, but secure the borders first. The terrorists know where we're weak. They know where we're fighting, where there's infighting between us. We have to protect the innocent. We have to protect our people. So, as you'll see in the next few weeks, this will be out for debate, and believe me, it's going to get nasty. But what does Castellano think? What any intelligent human being would say? Yes. Secure our borders. Are we securing it because we think the Hispanic Mexican people are going to come over and try to kill everybody? No. We're securing our borders. One, we're a nation of laws and rules. And two, we can't afford to feed everybody in the world. It would be great if we can. Folks, there's not enough jobs right now at this point in time for people from the United States. We can't take care of everybody. Maybe if Mexico would join in with us, we could use some of their land and create jobs there. But that's for discussion in the future. Anyway, secure our borders first, make our country safe, and then let's all sing Kumbaya. You're watching the Rick Castellano Show. This special episode has been brought to you by Great Granny's Diet Ginger Ale. Folks, I don't just care about Republicans. I don't just care about Democrats. I care about everybody. I might not agree with the Democrats, but I still care about you. You're watching the Rick Castellano Show. Tune in each and every night. There's all kinds of surprises here tonight. Excuse me a second. People say Castellano. Why don't you ever pick on Bush? Well, the Halloween edition, I'll pick on the president. Mr. President, how dare you? After they blew up 3,000 of terrorists, they went and the planes hit the World Trade Center and blew up 3,000 innocent women, men, Muslims, Jewish, Greek, black, white people. And what'd you do? What'd you do? You terrorist, you got angry, and what'd you do? You went after Osama bin Laden, and you tried to stop terrorism, and you went, and what'd you do? You bombed Afghanistan, and you killed a lot of Al-Qaeda members. Shame on you for taking a life like that. What's wrong with you? You mean to tell me that you're going to actually respond? You mean want to be like Clinton? And you know, when they blew up the USS Cole, you're not going to just go bomb a pill factory and say, shame, shame, naughty on you. You go over and you actually go after the terrorists? Wait a minute. Did you actually call terrorists? The axis of evil? Korea? North Korea?
Iran? Come on, Mr. President. You're going to call a terrorist? You're going to actually do something? What's wrong? Wait a minute, Mr. President. They're talking about Obama spending all this money and you got us in this mess. You know what? I'd have to agree on him, man. That prescription med thing you had there for elderly, giving them all that money. Shame on you, Mr. President. That was a lot of money. And then, Mr. President, out of all the presidents in the world, in history, all of them, to the present-day president, whoever this goof is, I don't know what his name is. Anyways, you're a racist. You gave more money to Africa than any other president? That sounds to me like a racist, sir. You gave more money than anybody to Africa? Mr. Bush, you gave more money? Why, you racist? How dare you, you Republican Party? You gave more money? All right. Mr. Bush, a few other questions. They say you're dumb. You know, you tripped and you stumbled a couple times. You know what? Clumsy, I'd say. And they say when 9/11 happened and you were in a children's class and you didn't want to get all the kids all upset. You don't want to be like Joe Biden over there when Joe Biden was telling fourth graders the other day that all his teachers aren't going to be having a job soon because of those evil Republicans. But anyways, Mr. President, you believe in God. What? You believe in Jesus is God? Your Jesus isn't black and from Kenya? Wait a minute, wait. You mean you believe in the traditional God? You mean to tell me that you believe marriage should be between one man and one woman, and you're not just saying that because you want to get in the White House? Wait a minute. The whole time in the White House, you really did stay true to that. Not like this other guy that changes his mind like he changes his shorts. Wait a minute. Judging by what his wife says he's got smelly feet, I don't think he changes his shorts that often either. All right. Anyways, sir, you believe in the Ten Commandments and all that. Wow, you really are really far out there. Let me think of some other things if you've done. Maybe you have morals. You're not a progressive. I don't know. How could you fit in this day and age? You don't hang out with the Hollywood crowd. You give money to all causes. You're a very charitable guy. I don't know. Let's see. You don't just give to, Acorn and everything else. You really give your money wisely to everybody. What's wrong with you, sir? Don't you realize when you're in a bully pulpit, when it's your way, you could go and just do what you want to do and push your causes? No, I'm sorry, sir. We just won't stand for that. Folks, I had George Bush as a special guest tonight. How could we stand for it? This guy's a racist. He gave more money to Africa than any other president. And what'd he do? He called terrorist. You should be ashamed of yourself. What else did he do? He stuck up for the country. He cut taxes. Oh, you mean to tell me you didn't spend money foolishly? You didn't build any, airports for Charles Murtha's 20 people? You mean, you don't have no lizard crossings in Florida? Wait a minute, sir. Did you? I remembered something, sir, and I'm really mad. Solyndra. You said no, it was a bad investment not to do it? Before you left, you said don't give no money to Solyndra. It's a bad investment. Don't you realize that we gave him $538 million, sir? What's wrong? Aren't you charitable? Listen, you goof. The guy, am I going to keep on making fun of him? He said no to Solyndra. I rest my case. He said no. And what'd you do 2 months later when you got in office? You goof. You big-eared bozo, because you're going to be my guest next week. You gave them $538 million, and they're bankrupt now. Bankrupt. Happy Halloween. Also, remember, folks, Sunflower, $1.2 million on the verge of bankruptcy. That car there, whatever that crap is, they're not even making it in the United States. I don't know how much money we're going to blow, but you know what? Mr. Obama, Pete Pearl, waking up. Your holiday is October October 31st is only here one day a year. So, Mr. President, not you, sir, your days are numbered. Castellano, what are you saying? I'm saying we vote this guy out of office. What say you? Wait a minute. I even saw Satan in the corner sitting there. He was giving me the thumbs up. I rest my case. You're watching the Rick Castellano show? Stay tuned each and every week. And, oh, by the way, George W., I'd like to make fun of you, but compared to the guy we got, you're looking so much better. Like the big poster says, do you miss me now? Yeah, I miss you. I miss you an awful lot. Folks, I'd like to say I got a special guest star for you here, but he's no friend of mine. Aren't you supposed to be at the White House with your chum? Look it, you got a full-time job with that guy. What do you give him all the ideas? I knew it. I knew he couldn't have thought those crazy things up himself. Folks, you're watching the Rick Castellano show, and if it wasn't a Halloween edition, you wouldn't see him here. Let me take my time here. Because you know what? Castellano finds himself sometimes on the defensive. Castellano, why are you hard on the president? Castellano, why are you talking bad about gay people? Don't you like gay people? Castellano. Well, folks, Castellano's not politically correct. Am I saying things just to be crazy, to be mean? No, I'm not. Why am I saying things? Because Castellano is sick of sitting back like everybody else and getting shoved around. You want to fight? I'm ready for a fight. You know what? I'm sick and tired. I'm sick and tired of the president saying Republicans don't want to work with us and Republicans, they're the party of no. You know what? They're the party of no, and you got retarded ideas, insect ideas. Well, let's spend more money. Well, we owe 14-something trillion dollars. Let's keep on spending. Instead of having ideas, you know what? We're going to cut the budget. We're going to do this. We're going to try to get jobs. No. You get ridiculous ideas, and they say, well, they won't vote for them. Come up with a good idea. You know what? Eric Cantor came up with good ideas. Herman Cain came up with good ideas. Mitt Romney came up with good ideas. Mitch McConnell, you don't want to hear him. You don't want to hear any ideas, and let's redistribute wealth. Hey, guess what, folks? If you vote for me, I'll give you money. If you vote for me, I'll do this for you. You know what? You don't care about anybody but your votes. You don't care. I'm going to tell you why. Folks, if somebody knows that Castellano is wrong, okay, prove it to me. Do your fact check. I'm going to shout out some things now. One, I'm Senator Obama. If you vote for me on my first term in office, I will cut the deficit in half. Well, Mr. Obama, you lie. You didn't cut it in half. You didn't even come close. As a matter of fact, you multiplied it 4 times higher. Okay, lie number 1. You're going to cut the deficit in half. You liar. Lie number 2. Mr. Obama is senator. Well, if any president wants to raise the debt ceiling, I think it's irresponsible. I would never vote for it. They should be in their means. They should be in their budget. That's Senator Obama. Now, President Obama, raise the debt ceiling or the country's going to go bankrupt. Raise it or this is going to happen. Raise it. What happened, Obama? The country didn't stop. We raised the debt ceiling. You didn't cut nothing. As a matter of fact, you got your supposedly bipartisan panel that if they don't come up with a way to cut $1 trillion, not right away, in 10 years, you're just going to cut it off the military, the Pentagon's money to defend our country. What you wanted all along, okay? Bow to the Saudi king. Anyways, number 2, if I was president, I would never raise the debt ceiling. Well, Mr. Obama, lie number 2. Let's go on. There's plenty of them. Because you are an insect and I despise you. Brick, don't get it. A half hour. Don't get ahead of yourself. Let's say some other things. Folks, the country is in turmoil. We are going to go into a recession. We're in real bad shape. Pass my stimulus bill. And I'll stop unemployment from going to 8%. You must stop. Pass this stimulus bill. Pass it right now. Should I say Saul Alinsky? You're a hero. Oh, look it up, folks. It's one of his heroes. Communist. One of his rules is never let a good catastrophe go to waste. Well, Mr. Obama, we know it's so true with you because you did. We passed the stimulus bill because it's the end of the world. The end of the world. The unemployment rate is going to go up to 8%. It went up to 10%. And that was 9 point something. It's not going to go up to 8, so it's well below 8. So you lied again. Passed my stimulus package. You know what? I'm just going to go. I could go on this stimulus just all night. And it was your stimulus package. You built the airport for Charles Murtha, $40 million. And what happened? They got like 10 people, not exaggerating, like 10 people go through this airport, but Murtha wanted it. Murtha. Charlie Rangel. I'm on the Ways and Means Committee. I'm going to help. I'm going to be in charge of the taxes, people paying taxes. Did I tell you that I'm not going to pay them myself? Did I tell you I'm a Harlem senator? What I'm going to do is I'm going to take advantage of my position. Now, you have property in New York City. Well, you hand it down from generation to generation to your family or whatever. You got to be grandfathered in. Somehow Mr. Rangel must have a lot of great grandfathers because he's got 3 apartments, high-rise apartments. He uses 2 of them to promote his re-election campaign over at his headquarters, taking donations with letterheads that he's not supposed to, all kinds. He was guilty. Your man, your choice, guilty of multi discretions, using money on different things that he shouldn't have, robbing the taxpayers. And what happened? They really taught you, didn't they, Mr. Rangel? Hillary Clinton turned her back on you from the side. And you know what? The Senate, almost all of them, they said, Mr. Rangel, we're going to punish you severely for all the crimes you committed. They turned their back like this. 30 seconds later, standing ovation. Oh, they really took care of you. So you're on Obama's A-lister. And what you do? You're a crook. Yeah, that's right, Charles Rangel. You're a crook, and your eyebrows are crooked too. They look like Jack and the Beanstalk. Who else? Do we got? Timothy Geithner. Now, Obama says, I need this guy to head my Federal Reserve, whatever. No, Bernanke. He's going to run the IRS, whatever. He's going to run our thing. This guy's the best tax guy we got. What'd he do? He cheated on his taxes. Why? Well, this guy's the biggest brain. He used TurboTax. I'm sorry, but when I did TurboTax, I must have used it wrong. Let's see. Most of the country that does their taxes themselves use TurboTax, and they all get it right. But you're the genius. The boy genius is going to save our country. And you don't know how to do it, you liar. TurboTax, you're a tax cheat. Okay? Another one of Obama's minions. Who else do we got on there? Let's see. Who contributed a lot of money to Obama's campaign? MSNBC, NBC? Yes. Who else? Jeffrey Emmelt. He owns NBC. What did he do? Obama made him the job czar, to create jobs. You know, everybody pay your fair share. Rich people got to pay their fair share. Well, first off, rich people pay most of the taxes anyways. And I'm not rich, mind you, but they pay most of the taxes. So they're paying their fair share. What they were trying to say is, let's spread more of their money out so everybody gets it. You know what? Work for your money. Okay? Pay your fair share. Poor people never gave me a job. I always got my job by people that had money.